Hi there, Janet here at Emerald Gypsy Arts. It's been a while, I know, but I've been playing around with different things the last few weeks and been doing some different things. I'm going to show you a couple of things in this video, but mainly this video is about glue books, what people glue books nowadays. Seems to be a very popular theme, and this one has a story behind it, so we'll talk about that in a minute. My box of text cut from magazines and newspapers and advertisements and things. This is a box of sort of not junk stuff exactly, but this is all, hang on, this is what I glue on so that I don't make a mess. It's old book pages. But this is all stuff I would use in a glue book. I wouldn't necessarily save it back for a collage page, like an actual multimedia collage page, although these two things I think are going to get held back just for a few minutes because I'm not sure about those. So this is a box of stuff, washi tape cut from magazines, just pictures, images, old papers, things like that, things that were offcuts, things that I likely won't use or that have been sitting around in my images file for literally years and never been used. So that's what this box is. This is my collage sort of junk box. And then I have these that were just torn out of a pattern book I got at a secondhand shop, a charity shop. These are all just prints and patterns that I've just liberated from their book, so I've got those to use. And I've got a bunch of little tiny images here and a bunch of images in here. These are all things I set aside because I know they wouldn't go with me on a formal collage situation. It's unlikely. Some of the patterns maybe now because I've got them cut out and so on, but this book has a story, but first I'll show you a couple of things that I've been playing with or working on. I'm not very good at drawing. I'm not a super decent artist, but I've been doing a few things lately that might interest a couple of you. This was a fun page. And this one is yucky. This, I have to laugh because that's a Wendy's French fry container, but it looks more like the new Pennywise from It. So I got a chuckle out of that. So, yeah. I've been doing some drawing. People ask me about that sometimes. Well, actually, more than I thought they might. I'm quite surprised. Okay, so along with that, there's been a few other little collage pages and so on. There's one in here I did that I really love. I ended up doing a larger version for my Book of Shadows, but I love this page. I think it's gorgeous. So those are the things I've been doing, the bits and pieces, and I've really sort of taken a creative break over the Christmas season, I guess. Just really not doing much of anything. I've been doing a fair bit of writing. So speaking of writing, the backstory to this book. Let's see if I can get a little more light on here. Okay, so the story behind this book. A couple of years ago, I started this book as a writing prompt book. I actually did a video about it. It's way early on this channel. And it was just, I pasted in things for writing prompts. You know, put a picture in, much like this box. Just pictures I wasn't using. You know, nothing like that. So, I did some in it. But mostly I do my writing online, so it kind of sat there for a few years. So about 3 or 4 months ago, I was looking through my old box of of journals and stuff. And, you know, looking at which ones I didn't use and which ones I do and things like that. So I kind of decided to make it a full-on glue book. Might as well, because I'm not using it as a writing book. So 4 or 5 months ago, I decided to start using it as a glue book. So, I mean, I already had the front cover fully done. I love that kind of thing. Wonky finger. Anybody else suffer from trigger finger? Right now I can't go get the surgery because of the pandemic, yada yada, but that's why I'm wearing this funny little brace. It stops me from bending my finger all the way, which is where it locks. Just a pain. Anyway, so these are some of the pages I've done in this glue book. And now the question I get a lot is, what's the difference between a glue Marie Curie, Miss Radiation herself. So the question I get a lot of is, what's the difference between a glue book and an art journal or a collage page? A glue book to me doesn't use anything but images, you know, or old paper and stuff, but paper, and that's it. Like paper and some sayings, you know, some text, and that's it. You just glue stuff in, and you do it in a way so that it feels like a flow or artistic, you know, like what you want. And you do it according to mood or what you would like to see on the page. It's just another form of collage, but these days it's called a glue book. I'm not sure who started that phrase, not at all, but it's a kind of a cool phrase because it doesn't put any pressure on to use multimedia like I do on all my other collage pages. It's always a mix of collage and some paint and maybe some materials and some textures and some stamping. And it's a multimedia situation. Glue books, it's just me and the glue and the scissors and the images, and that's it. And I get to create a page or two on days I'm not feeling very creative in a glue book. So I was going to create a page today, and I hadn't decided which one yet. So I thought maybe if I, you know, did it on camera, you guys might enjoy seeing what process I go through. There's another page I did. Then there's another page over here that I did, I think, a couple of days ago. Where is that one? I've got a lot of cool images in here that have been sitting in this book for a couple of years now. I love that one, but it's not done. My goal is to cover all the lines on each page with images, so I have some to go on that. And then I love this colorful one. When they're 2-page spreads, it's so much fun. So I'm having more fun with this now as a glue book than I ever used it as a writing prompt book. So it's getting a second life. But what picture do I want to choose today? Let's look through our box of stuff and see what we have. I think I'd like to do something more classic today. I don't know why. That's kind of a cool picture, but I'm not in the mood for that today. This I left freestanding so that I could write underneath it when I had first put it in the book as a writing prompt, but this would be fun to do. So many to choose from. Oh, a Degas, the ballet painting. That could be kind of pretty. Could have fun with that one. Oh, is it Mark Antony or Julius Caesar? I think that's Mark Antony. And this guy, got to be a Renaissance or a Renoir or whatever it is. Rembrandt? Rembrandt. Some interesting pictures, and like I said, I hadn't seen them for a few years because I hadn't been working in this journal at all. Not at all. I love that one, the winning combination. Sorry, I'm taking up too much time. I can't wait till I get to whatever subscribers it is that you can do live streams and stuff on. What do I have that would be fun? A bag or sunshine? I know I had something with the colors on it, the same as those shoes, and now I can't remember what it was. You go through your stuff and you see something and you go, oh, that's very cool. That's why I have this box. See, and then I sort it into this box, stuff I want to use very soon, and then I have a hard time finding it because I've got so much stuff in the box. I don't know if that'll make sense to you. If you're hardcore image savers like me, maybe it will. But all I know is that I go through this stuff and I go through it and I find things to add to my pages, and then I can't find them again. Well. I don't know if it's flip-flops for me or not this time. I don't know. If we got very many others, we do. This is almost the end, I believe. Yeah. Okay. So, Janet, just pick one and get started. See, that's the thing about a book like this, is it can be too many choices. Too many choices. I really like this page. I really do. I'm not sure I like this. I might just cover. That's part of the issue with doing collage on camera, is I really should just choose everything to sort of be ready, you know, but then that takes the fun out of some of it too. Oh, that's very pretty. I also, in my collaging, if you've watched any of the vids, you'll see that I really love a torn edge. But for the glue booking, that's the term they're using now, glue booking. We always just called it a scrapbook. I like the precise cut because it means that my pictures sit better and they're easier to move about on the page. The torn effect works really well for your oh, okay, I know which page we're working on now. That's a different color. That's a mulberry, not a true purple. And what else do we have here? And if you want to separate your glue book from your art journals or your collage pages, then simply stop yourself before you add too much or do too much to a page. That's sort of the key, is that you decide what you're going to use on the page and then leave it. See, with collage pages for me, I just keep, it takes a while for me to declare them done because I sort of just keep, you know, messing with them a bit and things like that, and I add more and I do more, and it goes on and on for me at times. So I have to know when to tell myself to stop. That's the best hint I can give. Now, looking for some words. Lifestyle. Something. Lady of the Lake. Flowing. There's so many here. It doesn't matter what it says. I cut stuff out of magazines all the time. I like that. And I save them because you never know what you might use on anything from gluebook to art journal or collage pages and so on. You never know, honestly. So you have to be okay with, you know, simply putting stuff away and going, okay, I have it if I want it later. Unfortunately, that's the big cry for those of us that collect craft stuff and art stuff, and it gets to be so much, you know. It can be a huge amount of saving and collecting and sorting and storing, and but we've got it if we if we want to use it. That is the answer to that. So I'm not finding much in here that would go with those pictures, but they're beautiful pictures. So I'm just going to keep looking. Oh my God, that works, definitely. Okay. Out of sight. You can find things if you look and if you're patient. And don't just go through a magazine with the idea of cutting the things out that catch your eye or look good. Look twice, look 3 times. Put the magazine away after each time you cut stuff out of it, because you would be amazed at the lines of type or the titles or the you know, the titles of articles and stuff that you see the 4th and 5th time you go through your magazines. So don't throw them out. Don't throw them out. Make the best use of them and put them away after you've gone through them. Just tuck them away, and later on go through them again and see what you can see that you didn't see the first couple of times, because I guarantee you'll see stuff you hadn't seen before. Now, where was that mirror that I had? I think I showed it at the beginning of this. Words to the Wise, Corner Cafe, make your statement. Okay, I've got it. See, it just kind of hits you when you see it, and you like, if you allow yourself to relax with your collaging or your glue booking, you'll see that it just sort of is there for you. When you are looking through things, you'll go, aha, I see something now that I'm going to definitely use in this, you know. Let's see if there's anything else. And the purse, that was for another page, I think. So, no, I'm not seeing. Oh, that is kind of nice. There are times I do it by theme. You saw at the front, it was, the one was, I'm just trying to hold that on my, the one was the New York Ballet, but it was, the first picture on that page was Baryshnikov, and then I had this out of a magazine, and this was out of a National Geographic space thing. So I sometimes theme them, and then I sometimes go by color, because I love matching things by color. Yep. Okay. So sometimes I'll sit, when I'm sort of antsy or whatever, I'll sort things, but this box is a grab box for me. It has to do more with enjoying placing stuff that I'm not likely to use somewhere else. I don't put the super good images that I'm going to use on either contracted or casual collage, right? Okay, so we have the tarot card. Speaking of one of my favorite topics, I am the tarot maven. I will provide a link in the description box below if you're interested. Everybody has their own thing or their own, you know, enjoyments in life. But I do a free tarot message daily. Now, I've missed a few days through the holidays, but overall, it's pretty much daily. So if you're interested in grabbing a daily message, subscribe to the channel and come on by and get your daily message. Let's put some rounded corners on this just because it's a beautiful picture. And I find sometimes, depending on the space, I find pointed corners, I don't know, just they look severe. That's a good word, severe. You know how some people's glare can look severe? This is, square corners to me are a rather severe look. Let's have the eye looking at the tarot card. Is that, what do you think there? Huh. Darn it. I love both images. I don't want to eliminate either image. Okay, so let's get some, make your statement. Make your statement. I've got some stickers over here that's under the Ganesh little statue there on my table, and I really do love some of the stickers that we have now. I mean, some of them are absolutely gorgeous. Make your statement. Okay, let's put the eye right in this corner for now, just to make sure that it stays there. Preparation like a Girl Scout, as you can see. All right, so lined up. Well, glue that corner down. There we go. Now, it's very rare to use the tacky glue for me, because paper glue, the purple is so much stronger than the white, but the white is strong enough for glue booking. The purple is awesome for heavy-dutier stuff. Heavy-dutier? No. More heavy-duty stuff. Maybe. Let's make her front and center. We could even cover up, no, I don't want to cover up the Morgan Greer. I'd rather cover up the flowers at the bottom. But this is what I would use the Aleene's, and I'm not sponsored, the Aleene's tacky glue on, or any other kind of tacky glue, because this is cardboard. It's an actual part of the original box that the cards came in. So I really like that alignment, so let's do that. So getting back to the differences, I don't know about you all, because I can't speak for anybody but me as far as any artwork I do or how I do my art. But to me, my art journals, my collage journals, I use anything in them. Any art supply, craft supply, even some things you'd never even think of. And I've seen lots of you do that too on your various videos. You'll try different techniques, and you'll try different this and that, and you'll go for it. You'll take the risk and you'll go for it, and it's awesome to watch. And I do that in my art journals and my collage journals, because I have a couple of books that I just keep for collage. I don't journal in them at all. But I've seen you all do it when you do on your videos. You get brave and you try new things and so on. And I love doing that. So I love the fact that there's a community out here of people that are willing to give things like that a try. Now, a hint I grabbed from a wonderful artist named Lori Marie Jenkins out in Vallejo, California, is a bag of rice. Just plain old cooking rice, especially with the Aleene's tacky glue. You stick the bag of rice on top for, 60 seconds, and this glue holds tight. I mean, it's, when they say tacky glue, it's amazing, folks. So give it a try. I also like to use this this Clear Elmer's glue I've spoken of before. So back to the differences. I put a lot more personality, a lot more of what I would call my precious pictures, the ones I carefully set aside and save just for the most perfect moment. You know, we all have those things. Like I set these two images aside. This I think I'm going to save for my collage pages, my multimedia pages. But a glue book is just supposed to be fun and stress relieving and a way to use up some of your old ornaments. Whoo! Time to get out of the holidays now. But it's a way to use up the cutoffs that you use, you know, things like that. So make your statement. Ooh, I like that. Okay. And this is where these, when I dismantle a book, either by pulling extra pages out so the cover doesn't explode when you glue stuff in, or whatever, save your pages and just use them as a thing to put glue on to help you, you know, to keep the glue contained. Old magazines that you've finished cutting out of work too. You just, once the page gets all mucky, you turn it over and you got a fresh one. So I'm going to, nope, this will go on top of here. That's what I get for having wonky eyesight. But I'll tell you, there's, honestly, if you're not feeling in a particularly creative mood, but you would really like to, you know, do something creative, go through your stack of images, guys. Seriously. There's, I mean, it can really float you into the very best mood for creating, you know. It can mean the difference between, you know, having ideas and not coming up with anything. Okay, so I usually try and add one phrase to it. This one, because of the color, is going to get 2. I love this eye. That eye is beautiful, but purple is one of my favorite jewel tones. So there we go. We'll cut that out and we'll tuck it in. See, I also play little games with the not so much with the collage. That's more a sort of looking at it and really, you know, letting my artsy self go. With a glue book, I'll find places to tuck little things like this. Oh my God. And it's just because these pictures are so gorgeous that we're going to make sure that they show up in our collage. Our glue book. Yeah. I'm not sure what other people's reasons are. I honestly don't call it that all the time because that's like a fairly new phrase, sort of, not new, but it's really hasn't been super popularized yet. But so whoever came up with it, that's wonderful. But I just tend to call this a scrapbook or a journal. And now, based on this kind of thing, I will probably start to call it a glue book. But all right, does that look better on this side or this side? I kind of like it over here. So what I'm going to try and do, because I went through a bit of an epiphany this past couple of weeks, people don't have to be interested in what I do here on this channel, or even, you know, want to watch it for more than just a minute and then they decide they don't like it or whatever. That's okay. But I'm going to start to put up more videos on Emerald Gypsy Arts because I love to do the stuff for it. I just didn't feel like anybody would really be that interested in what I do sort of just day to day as far as art goes, you know, sketching, drawing, whatever it is. So I tend to shy away from doing that because I don't know that anybody's interested. But if the videos are watched or not, that's okay. I've decided this year that I'm going to do it because of the love of doing the craft, and if I film it and put it up, okay, cool. If I happen to make it to a point where we can do live art stuff, then that would be even cooler. That would be excellent, actually, a lot of fun. Otherwise, I'm just going to do it for my own enjoyment, and that's what I've been thinking about. So, and this is where you get to turn the page or fold it in half, and then the sticky sticks together, and you end up just throwing it in the recycle bin when you're done. But yeah, I'm going to start posting many more videos. A lot of it is going to be collage because that's a big part of my life. I absolutely love collage in any form. And some sketching, although it's going to be very weird to sketch in front of people. I got to admit, I never do that. It isn't something I've ever done, so I'm not sure I'll like it, but I'm going to give it a try. And if you want to watch, groovy. If you don't, that's okay too. Now, I need something because that open space is going to bother me. Let's see if we can... No, I don't want to find another phrase. Let's see if we can find a tag or something here. Ooh. Ooh, oh, I like that. Okay. So this will be a torn in blue at the top or blue at the bottom. That's a tough one. So let's tear an end so it makes a nicer end. And then we need to tear it in around here. Okay. I actually very much like that. Groovy. So yeah, if you want to, you know, say in the comments below if you're interested in, you know, watching me do sort of semi-ordinary casual collage and things like that, then I'll film it. I don't mind. You know, I'm sitting here anyway. And so I'll film it and put it up if people want to see it. And, you know, drawing and things like that. So, yeah, just let me know and I'll do my best to arrange it. Okay. There we go. There we go. All right, so what this is right here is another done glue book page. Okay. Yeah, this is another done glue book page. It hasn't got a theme other than the purple. It really isn't a particular message. There's nothing in there that's life-changing. It's just a fun art page, which is what glue books are supposed to be, is a relaxing, fun thing to do with your old stuff or papers you find or throwaways or recycled stuff or bills or, not bills, you know what I mean, we used to call them handbills, flyers, catalogs, things like that. You can find all that stuff free in different places. So have some fun. Don't worry about any theme or anything. Just put together what you feel and enjoy it. Glue books are really awesome, and I will keep filming. Have an excellent week ahead.